we have here.
Is it a boy?
Yeah.
Oh!
He's okay, Gail.
We have a little boy.
Good job.
Hey, Jacob.
Baby.
Welcome to the world.
For this one, I'm not actually going to restate the question because it's just obvious.
Yeah.
Right. My name is Jacob Matthew Baldy. I was born on... I'm going to redo that. My name is Jacob Matthew Baldy. I was born on January 25th, 1999. I'm 21 years old, and I was born with an extremely rare congenital heart defect called hypoplastic left heart syndrome.
Or more, actually. I want
All right, do it at 5 then.
Yeah. Let's get you off of this. Let's get you off of this.
Whoa!
Hypoplastic left heart syndrome is a congenital heart defect, meaning present at birth, in which I was born without the left ventricle of my heart. My heart just did not form the left ventricle in utero, basically meaning I was born with only half of my heart.
Hey, Jacob, we're back. Your mom and I, we've just been sitting here. Hey, we figured, since they're going to try to close you up in a couple of days, we better try and get a zoom in, and you can see your own ticker. Can you see it going?
If you back it up a little
That's a
bit,
strong
honey,
little ticker.
you can see it. You know,
Yeah.
like you have his full body length, like with his head and everything in it.
Pretty much.
Good.
Living with HLHS is... Honestly, it's not much different than a normal life. When I was younger, I didn't really think much of it. I run out of breath faster than most kids. My stamina is much lower. I cannot do contact sports for the life of me. Also, I would never do those.
I'm the blind man.
Life is it's a bit of a pain in the ass sometimes. There's a lot of days where I will feel random chest pain, and it's literally just like muscle spasms just growing, and I'll be like, well, shit, I'm gonna die today. This is it. Goodbye, world.
You ran off screen, get back in frame.
That's such a good movie.
Stop laughing, act.
In October of 2013, I woke up one morning coughing up blood. And I went to the emergency room, and they told me that I was going to need to have a heart catheterization, which is another form of heart surgery, within 2 weeks after that event. So, as per usual, I broke down to my parents like, oh fuck, I gotta have surgery, and as I was breaking down to them, I started coughing up blood again. Lo and behold, turns out that my heart had grown these veins that had connected to my lungs. I remember being in the car, and on the way back to the emergency room, where I had an out-of-body experience. I pressed my head up against the window, and everything went bright, and it was the most incredible feeling I've ever had. And at that moment, I was okay with death. I remember getting to the emergency room, and my parents were, hovering over me, and they didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't know what was going on. I remember just my dad looking over me, basically being like, oh, it's okay, you'll be okay. And he clearly was on the verge of tears. And I told him, it's okay to cry. And I watched him saunter into a corner. He just lost it.
I'm sorry I'm crying. I've just been waiting for this for so long. You're such a good boy. Yes, you are.
Hi.
Hi.
My name is Bobby. This is my mommy.
After that experience, I was diagnosed with severe depression. And this was at a point in my life when my physical health was at the lowest it could be. On top of that, I was dealing with your typical high school drama, just teenage hormones and all the typical shit. I was bullied a lot in high school, which wasn't fun, which led to a point in which I began cutting, as well as multiple attempts at suicide. I had to seek out group therapy the summer before I went to college. And since then, I've kind of gained a better perspective, especially now since I'm living on my own, especially after my mental health just held me back so much. After all of the physical beating that my body has been through, I'm just lucky to be alive, and I want to stay alive. And as long as I can just make it from point A to point B, all the way to Z, and just die a happy man, then hey, I lived a life, and I'm good.
And I don't